Hi, I'm Lucia. I've been married to Marcus for 2 years now, and up until 3 weeks ago, I thought I had a pretty normal family situation. Sure, my father-in-law Richard could be intense, but I figured that's just how older guys are. Boy, was I wrong. Lucia, honey, can you pass the potatoes? My mother-in-law Patricia asked. Of course, I said, reaching across the table. Marcus squeezed my hand. Mom, the roast is perfect as usual. Thank you, sweetheart. Your father picked it out himself, Patricia said, glancing at Richard at the head of the table. Richard grunted. Cost me $42. You know how much steak used to cost when I was your age, Marcus? Dad, we know. Everything was cheaper back then, Marcus said. Don't patronize me, boy. I'm making a point about appreciation, Richard snapped. Patricia touched my arm. Lucia, dear, how's your work going? Marcus mentioned you got a promotion? Yes, I'm the new senior coordinator for… Senior coordinator, Richard interrupted. Sounds like one of those made-up titles companies give women to make them feel important. It's actually a significant management position, Richard. I oversee a team of 12 people. I'll celebrate when there's something worth celebrating, Richard muttered. Marcus cleared his throat. Dad, that's not cool. Lucia worked really hard for this. Oh, did she? Or did they just need to fill a diversity quota? Excuse me? You heard me. Companies hire women for these positions to look good, not because they're the best candidate. That's completely out of line, I said, my voice shaking. Out of line? This is my house, and I'll say whatever I want. You don't like it? There's the door. Patricia stood up. Richard, please. This is family dinner. Family, right. Let me tell you something about family, Lucia, Richard said, pointing his knife at me. Family respects the head of household. Family doesn't talk back. What century are you living in? Marcus put his hand on my shoulder. Lucia, maybe we should just… No, Marcus. I'm not backing down. I looked at Richard. I earned my promotion. I worked 60-hour weeks, led 3 successful projects. Don't you dare diminish that. Richard's face turned red. You little… Richard! Patricia's voice was sharp. That's enough! No, Patricia, I've had enough of this generation. Enough of women like her poisoning our son against us. Poisoning? Marcus stood up. Dad, what are you talking about? You never talked back to me before her. Now look at you, defending her over your own father. Because you're being completely unreasonable, Marcus shouted. I stood up. I think we should leave. Oh, you think you can just leave? Just walk out whenever you want? Richard's chair scraped loudly. Richard, sit down, Patricia pleaded. She needs to learn respect, Richard said, walking toward me. Dad, back off, Marcus warned, stepping between us. Richard shoved Marcus aside. Move, boy. Richard grabbed my hair and started dragging me toward the front door. Richard, stop! Patricia screamed. Let go of me, I yelled, my scalp burning as I stumbled. You want to leave? I'll help you leave, Richard shouted, yanking harder. Marcus grabbed his father's arm. Dad, let her go! Stay out of this! My knees hit the floor, but Richard kept pulling, dragging me toward the door. Please stop! You're hurting me! Patricia was sobbing, pulling at Richard's arm. Stop this right now! At the door, Richard released my hair and shoved me. I crashed into the doorframe, my shoulder hitting it hard. There. Get out and don't come back, he said, breathing heavily. Marcus immediately rushed to me. Lucia, oh my God, are you okay? What did he just do? I whispered. Patricia stood in the doorway, tears running down her face. Richard, what have you done? Richard straightened his shirt. She had it coming. Nobody disrespects me in my house. That's when I knew. Nothing would ever be the same. He did what? Emma's voice exploded through my phone the next morning. He dragged me out by my hair, Emma. Please tell me you called the police. I didn't. I was in shock. Marcus drove me home and I couldn't process it. Where is Marcus now? He went to his parents' house. He said he needed to talk to his father. Emma's voice turned hard. Lucia, his father assaulted you. This isn't a conversation situation. I know, but what if this tears apart Marcus's family? Stop. His father tore apart his family the second he put his hands on you. You didn't do anything wrong. Say it. Emma? Say it, Lucia. I didn't do anything wrong. Again. I didn't do anything wrong. Good. Now I'm coming over. 30 minutes later, Emma sat across from me, laptop open. What Richard did constitutes assault and battery. The hair pulling and dragging? That's battery. How do you know all this? My cousin's a paralegal. I called her. Lucia, you could press charges. But what about Marcus? The front door opened. Marcus walked in, looking exhausted. Hey, he said quietly. Emma. Marcus, Emma acknowledged coolly. How did it go? Marcus ran his hand through his hair. He says he's sorry. Emma scoffed. Oh, he's sorry. Well, that fixes everything. Emma, please, Marcus said. Please what? Your father assaulted your wife and you went over there to talk to him? What was I supposed to do? He's my father. You were supposed to call the police. I am protecting her. I told him he was way out of line. He needs to do more than apologize, I said quietly. Marcus, do you understand how serious this is? Marcus sat down, head in his hands. Of course I do. I saw it happen. But you didn't call the police. You drove me home and then went back to him. He's my dad, Lucia. What am I supposed to do? Choose, Emma said bluntly. Your father or your wife. That's not fair. Life's not fair, Marcus. Your wife has bruises. She couldn't sleep because her scalp hurts. And you're worried about your father's feelings? Marcus looked at me. Lucia, I love you. You know I do. Then prove it, I said. I'm pressing charges against your father. What? Lucia, no. We can handle this as a family. We tried handling it as a family. That's how I ended up on the floor. My mom is devastated. If you press charges, it'll destroy her. Emma stepped closer. And what about Lucia? It's not the same thing. You're right, I said. Your mother is sad. I was physically assaulted. There's no comparison. He's an old man. He lost his temper. It'll never happen again. How do you know that? Emma asked. Because I know my father. You thought you knew your father, I said. I was wrong. So were you. Marcus stood up. Please, Lucia, just give him a chance to apologize. No. What? I said no, Marcus. I don't want to see him. I want him held accountable. You're being unreasonable. Emma's voice cut through. Get out. What? You heard me. Get out right now. Emma, this is between me and my wife. Your wife who you're defending your abusive father to? Get out. Marcus looked at me. Lucia? I think you should go. Come back when you can actually support me. After Marcus left, Emma sat next to me. I'm proud of you. I might have just ended my marriage. If your marriage can't survive you protecting yourself, it deserves to end. She opened her laptop. Now let's talk about filing a police report. We need to document your injuries. Emma, I'm scared. I know, but you're doing the right thing, and I'm with you every step of the way. What if no one believes me? His wife saw it happen. You have a witness. They'll believe you. I nodded slowly. Okay, let's do this. Emma squeezed my hand. Richard thinks he can do whatever he wants. He's about to learn a very expensive lesson. 2 days later, I was in my lawyer's office with Emma when the receptionist announced Richard and Patricia had arrived. What? I looked at my lawyer, Jennifer. I didn't agree to meet with them. Jennifer frowned. I didn't arrange this. Do you want me to have them removed? Emma asked. Patricia appeared. Lucia, please, just 5 minutes. Mrs. Harrison, this is highly inappropriate, Jennifer said. I know, but please, I'm begging you. I looked at Emma, who shook her head. 5 minutes. Patricia nodded. Richard, come in. Richard entered, looking smaller somehow. He wouldn't meet my eyes. Well, I said coldly. Lucia, Richard started. I came to apologize. You came to apologize, I repeated flatly. Yes. What I did was wrong. I lost my temper, and I shouldn't have done that. You assaulted me, Richard. You dragged me across your floor. I know, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Patricia wiped her eyes. Lucia, he really is sorry. This has torn our family apart. I didn't tear your family apart. He did. You're right, Patricia said quickly. But please, can't we work this out? Without lawyers? We're family. Family doesn't assault each other. Richard looked up. I made a mistake. But do you really want to ruin my life over one mistake? Emma stood up. Ruin your life? You ruined hers. She has nightmares. She flinches when people move near her. I didn't mean to hurt her that badly, Richard said. But you did mean to hurt her, Jennifer interjected. You just didn't mean for there to be consequences. This will destroy him, Patricia pleaded. He could go to jail, lose his job. Good, I said simply. Richard's face changed. The remorse disappeared. Good? You want to destroy me? You destroyed any relationship we could have when you put your hands on me. I apologized. What more do you want? I don't want anything from you. I want you held accountable. You ungrateful little... Richard. Patricia grabbed his arm. After everything I've done, welcoming you into our family, and this is how you repay me? I didn't do anything to you. You did this to yourself. You provoked me. You disrespected me in my own house. So I deserve to be assaulted? I stood up. Jennifer stood as well. Mr. Harrison, I strongly suggest you stop talking. No, she needs to hear this. You think you can tear this family apart? Turn my son against me? Marcus isn't against you. He's just finally seeing who you really are. He'll never forgive you. Neither will anyone in our family. You'll be alone. If being alone means being safe from you, I'll take it. Richard moved toward me suddenly. Emma and Jennifer stepped between us. That's enough, Jennifer said firmly. Mr. Harrison, leave now or I'm calling security. You haven't heard the last of this, Richard said. Is that a threat? Jennifer asked. Because my colleague is recording this? Richard's eyes widened as he noticed the device on Jennifer's desk. Patricia pulled his arm. Richard, we're leaving. Now. As they headed to the door, I spoke up. Richard? He turned back. I'm not dropping the charges. I'm not accepting your apology, and I'm not afraid of you anymore. See you in court. His face contorted with rage. You'll regret this. The only thing I regret is not seeing what you were sooner. After they left, I collapsed into the chair. Emma wrapped her arms around me. You were amazing, she whispered. Did I do the right thing? Jennifer nodded. Absolutely. His threat at the end? That's going in our report. What happens now? Now we make sure Richard Harrison learns that actions have consequences. 3 months later, I sat in the courtroom next to Emma. Marcus sat on the other side with his mother. All rise, the bailiff announced. The judge reviewed the case file. Mr. Harrison, you've been found guilty of assault and battery. Do you have anything to say before sentencing? Richard stood. Your Honor, I'd like to apologize to Miss Lucia Harrison. I let my anger control me. I'm deeply sorry. The judge looked unimpressed. Miss Harrison, would you like to make a victim impact statement? Jennifer nodded at me. I walked to the front. Your Honor, 3 months ago, I was assaulted by someone who was supposed to be family. Richard Harrison didn't just hurt me physically. He hurt me emotionally. He made me doubt myself and fear for my safety. I looked at Richard. He tried to make me feel small, like I deserved what happened, but I didn't. No one deserves to be treated that way. The defendant has shown no real remorse. His apology today? Empty words. He's not sorry he hurt me. He's sorry he got caught. The judge nodded. Thank you, Miss Harrison. Mr. Harrison, I'm sentencing you to 18 months in jail, with parole possible after 9 months. Additionally, a restraining order preventing contact with Miss Harrison for 5 years. You'll complete anger management and community service. Patricia gasped. Marcus put his arm around her. Court is adjourned. Outside, Emma hugged me. It's over. Not quite, I said, noticing Marcus approaching. Lucia, can we talk? I don't think that's a good idea. Please, just for a minute. Emma squeezed my arm. I'll be right over there. Marcus and I stood apart. I'm sorry. he said. For what? For not believing you. For trying to protect him. For choosing wrong. You did choose wrong. You chose him over me every single time. I know. Can you forgive me? I took a deep breath. No. What? I can't forgive you, Marcus. You had so many chances to stand by me. And every time you chose him. But I'm choosing you now. I testified against him. Only after you had no other choice. That's not support. That's damage control. So that's it? We're over? We've been over since the night your father put his hands on me and you asked me not to press charges. Marcus's eyes filled with tears. I love you, Lucia. I know, but love isn't enough. I need respect. I need support. I need a partner who will choose me first. I can change. Maybe you can, but you'll have to prove that to someone else. I walked away, joining Emma. You okay? She asked. I will be, eventually. Want to get lunch? Actually, yes. Let's go to that new place downtown. Now you're talking, and maybe we can start planning that trip. Costa Rica? Emma, I just got out of the most stressful situation of my life. Exactly. Which is why you need a vacation. I smiled, the first real smile in months. You're right. Let's do it. As we walked down the steps, I felt lighter. Richard was facing consequences. Marcus was no longer my problem. And I was free. You know what the best part is? I said. What's that? I stood up for myself. I didn't back down. I didn't let them make me feel small. I fought back, and I won. Hell yeah, you did. I'm still scared sometimes, still healing. That's normal, but you're doing it. Thanks for being there. I couldn't have done this without you. That's what best friends are for. Now come on, I'm starving, and you're buying the second round to celebrate your freedom. I laughed. Deal. So what do you think? Have you ever had to stand up to someone in your family? How did you handle it? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories about standing up for yourself. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is the right thing, but trust me, it's always worth it in the end.